Good evening. Greg here, burning both ends, burning on the back end on Wednesday, May 30th, 2018. It's 10:58 p.m. And it looks like there's some weird light thing going on with my camera. I'll have to figure that out, but we're going to do this post the way it is anyway. And so just been having a great week. Really been excited about getting ready for this I-Corps program. I fly out to Colorado on Monday. Super psyched about that. And so I've been scheduling phone calls all week to meet the other teams and meet some of the instructors and some of the program managers. And something that I like to do with this Burn at Both Ends brand is I'm really enjoying kind of some of the jargon that I've created around it, right? This, I'm burning on the back end of the day, so on and so forth. And so I'm bringing some other jargon in, and I had a post from when I was in New York City about some of this. So I'm like reaching into the candle making industry and pulling out jargon that they use, and I want to bring it to this platform and use it kind of like as a fun thing, as a fun tool. And so two phrases that I'm digging are hot throw and cold throw. Hot throw is just simply the scent a candle emits when it's burning. Cold throw is the scent a candle emits when it's not burning. And so I want to relate this to like me and in life and how can I relate it. And so in the New York City post, I talked about marketing. And so I'm also going to expand the definition into just taking action and manifesting in the world. So the hot throw, this is, the scent a candle is making when it's burning. Like, so when I'm burning, when I'm on, when I'm in execution, when I'm taking action. So these are the intentions I'm setting forth when I'm taking action. So for example, right now with I-Corps, the things I'm doing right now is scheduling phone calls and having phone calls with team members and connecting and storytelling and being of service. So that's my hot throw. My cold throw is kind of like a bigger picture, like I'm manifesting this. And so it's not like with direct action. It's kind of that higher level, that meta action, if you will, or meta result, really, right? And so my cold throw is showing up in Colorado, already being seen as a leader, as someone that can help, someone that can support, someone that maybe is a little ahead of the curve. This leader among equals concept that I posted about a couple days ago. And so that's my cold throw. So the hot throw is connections, phone calls, relationship building, storytelling. My cold throw is being viewed as a leader, being viewed as someone that can help and support, someone that's taking a leadership role. So that's where I'm at right now. And but let's get to tonight's post. And just to remind everyone, the whole purpose of this channel is for me to convey wisdom that I've picked up in my life. I've been very lucky to have the life I've had. The successes, the failures, this really interesting roller coaster ride I've been on, and I'm still on it, and I'm psyched to be on it. And I'm relating the tips and tricks and tools that I've learned and that I'm putting into practice right now to get success, to elevate my game, to attract incredible things in my life, and it's happening, and I'm super excited. And so I just had a post about collaboration, and so tonight's topic is essentially this voice space that I'm so excited about, and opportunities to leverage voice through collaboration, because I'm realizing that there's only so much inside me that can push on this thing, and I need the help of other people, other talent, other perspectives to bring ideas to the table, to push and test, and as Gary Vaynerchuk would say, to taste. Because I'm learning a tremendous amount about voice right now and how it can be leveraged in business, just because of the ease of use. I'm thinking about like my dad and how easy it was. My dad's 75, doesn't have the dexterity to text. In fact, he doesn't even have a cell phone. But NSYNC is super easy, and he can do it. And I'm going to visit them at the end of July, and I'm going to hook him up with some kind of tablet, just so it can be super easy and we can connect through ENS. And I think that's going to be awesome. And I'm also seeing maybe an application for elderly people that don't have the dexterity. I guess it doesn't have to be elderly. It can be anyone that lacks dexterity to text or type, or has a hard time with a computer because it is challenging. And how simple is this ENS app with there's one button to push to create an ENS. So little aside there, but back to the ENS platform, I just find it to be awesome. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and it's a great place to experiment with voice. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm seeking out like kind of voice collaborations to help me explore this space. And I've been listening to a lot of Gary Vaynerchuk last couple months about voice. He just had VoiceCon, so the keynote I've linked in the description and in the outline. I highly recommend that. He goes through some really cool things there. And he talks about, tasting, like going out and just trying different things. And that's what I want to practice. Is I don't just want to listen to these videos and then, pontificate. I want to get into action. I want to get some hot throw going. And I want to learn. I want to learn what's working, what's not working. How can we leverage this? How can this be monetized? Right. That's the only way for these platforms to be sustainable, is if they can be monetized. And so, I find, once again, ENS to be a really good place to test and to try some things. And I just know I need other people's help to bring in some fresh ideas and fresh perspectives, and to try them through ENS and see how we can grow the platform. Okay, and so I've said ENS quite a lot. This is this voice-based social media platform. I've linked, you can get it on Apple, you can get it on Android. Highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun, and I'm having these very interesting conversations with people all over the world. It's fascinating. I'm meeting all kinds of people, and there are very few people on this platform right now. So I really see this as a ground floor opportunity to contribute to the platform, to grow it, to establish myself as one of the kind of key initial people to build a following on ENS. And this is where this Burn at Both Ends brand comes in. This is the brand I'm building, this kind of like entrepreneurial, aspiring, entrepreneur, just all the time, just having fun, enjoying the journey of success, giving out wisdom, sharing the things that are working, sharing the things that are not working, being vulnerable, admitting failures, admitting my shortcomings, and the things I'm working on. Because the way I see it is we all show up to wherever we are with a big bag of garbage, right, from our past, and everyone's got it. And so just admitting we have it, admitting that we're working on things, and having empathy with other people, I think that's kind of the foundation to moving forward. I'm really enjoying kind of having empathy. And it can be tough for me because of my little impatient streak that kind of cuts through some things sometimes. And so it's taking a lot of self-awareness to just to kind of temper that impatience and to allow the empathy to come out. So that's pretty cool. And so anyway, the Burn at Both Ends brand, it is growing on ENS, and I'm enjoying that, and I'm enjoying kind of seeing people listen to my ENSs. And some of the feedback I've gotten is really powerful, and I really appreciate it. And I'm experimenting with different types of posts to see what has traction and what doesn't. Sometimes my daughters post through my through my account. Most of the time it's just me. My daughters love the fact that they're talking to the world. It's really kind of cool for them. And they also really like hearing their voice. It's interesting for them. I mean, I think back to when I was a kid and the first time I ever heard my voice, and it kind of freaked me out. It was on a cassette player, I think. We had a little cassette player with a record feature. And I think one of the reasons why I'm having success on ENS with the Burn at Both Ends is because I'm introducing this jargon, because of these things that I say routinely and the consistency of my posts. I think that helps, right? I remember some advice I got from a very successful bar owner in Baltimore. And I was in a band at the time, and we were talking with him about playing at one of his bars on a regular basis. And this is the thing he said. He's like, people like routine. They like to know that every night or every Thursday night is steak night. And every Wednesday night is burrito night at the bar. And every Tuesday night is margarita night. They like that repetition, that routine. And so I think that's a critical thing with a lot of these social media platforms, and I think you hear it a lot of places, is a regular frequency of posting. And so And because ends is so simple to post, it's it's easy. So I'm super psyched about that. And then this last piece about collaborations, right? So I'm working hard on my Burn at Both Ends brand and running it through Ends and kind of touching my other platforms. I haven't started the Instagram yet officially. I mean, I have the account, I just haven't started posting yet. I want to really get this YouTube thing under my belt and really get used to the Ends platform. But then I'm going to use Ends to kind of like as the hub to reach out to the YouTube, reach out to the Instagram, things like that. And but as far as trying other things, right, I can only do so much through Burn at Both Ends. I want to bring in some other kind of completely different aspects through Ends and test them out. And so I am seeking out collaborations, right? I know that there's more talent outside of myself than within, right? That's kind of a silly concept, but that's there's more talent outside my organization than inside my organization. There has to be. And so I'm looking to other folks to kind of help me and kind of bring in maybe their brand or a platform that they've been working on. And so I have two potential prospects right now. One is a nonprofit donation app, and my thinking there is that with Ents and with the power of voice and the emotion and the authenticity that comes through, and if I own a nonprofit and I'm asking people to donate money, the power of my voice, I think, is going to work much better than a tweet or a Facebook post or some ad, some picture, or even some video. I mean, now maybe video of the person speaking, but the nice thing about the Ents is it's super lightweight relative to like some 1080 HD video with surround sound or something like that, right? It's super lightweight, it's super portable. And so I'm experimenting, and I'm going to start a collaboration with a gentleman that has a company, and he's got an app for nonprofits to get donations. It's supposed to make it much easier, and we're going to see how we can leverage the Ents platform to help deploy this app. And then the other collaboration, and I just came across this one this morning. This was really cool. Is just taking a step back, I've been growing my network. I've been trying to meet new people. Every time I hear like a name or like a little interest, I take note and I look for an introduction, or I just introduce myself. And so I just found someone right in my community. She is a voice coach, and I just met her because we did some PTA event together where I learned that she was a voice coach. And then now that I got on the Ends platform, I'm like, duh, of course, a voice coach could have a lot of cool things to run through the Ends platform. So we had coffee this morning. We did the whole storytelling thing. We found synergies. We're building a relationship. And then in her story, what I found, right? Okay, so anyway, let me take a step back. So the story that I'm telling is that, Ents is this cool thing. It's like ground floor opportunity. I think we have a platform, or we have a path to mold Ents into something that works, and if I can bring something to the Ents team that really changes that platform in a positive direction and helps grow it, I think that would be awesome. That'd be great impact. And so this vocal coach, I see her having a similar type of, she's going to bring a whole different set of eyes and ears and brains to this situation. And I'm so psyched to see what she comes up with. And then so that's my story, is that ground floor opportunity, Ents, let's push on it. Let's help each other, explore this app and taste this voice thing and see how we can use it. And then in her story, I found out, and this is awesome. So she went and took an entrepreneurial course at a local university all around some voice app that she wanted to develop. As part of the course, she was chosen as one of the few people that then got a team of grad students to help do customer discovery around it, kind of like an I-Core thing. And so now, she has almost like a complete business plan, a pitch deck. She's got a whole bunch of things around this voice app. And this happened like 2 years ago, and I'm even curious as to, it's just been sitting around for 2 years, and maybe it's been waiting for me. So it's kind of cool. It was kind of cool to hear about. I'm like, wow, that's awesome that she did all this, and And so, and it was almost awkward me saying, so what's the state of this thing? Like, let's pick it up and dust it off and push on it. This sounds like hot throat territory right here. Territory. I got that weird kind of from my 15 years in Baltimore. So I say some R's kind of weird, like material. I don't say material. I say material. Water. It's kind of interesting. A couple Baltimore words I got in my jargon, or in my speech, I guess you'd say. Not my jargon, but my speech. So anyway, so cool storytelling. I heard, I would have never guessed in a million years that she had this kind of in her back pocket, that she had an idea like ready to go. And this is like exactly what Gary Vaynerchuk is like speaking to the world. He's like, put something out there, put it in the voice space, try something, taste something, see if you can make it work. This is the space here. And I don't think it's right around the corner. I think we're a little bit away from it, but now is the time to like experiment and figure some stuff out. And anyway, so me and this vocal coach or this voice coach, right? So we're building a relationship, right? Relationships and timing. Let's see how the timing aspect works. But she came away from the meeting really excited, so she jumped right on Ents. She, her first Ents, she thanked me for introducing her. I then welcomed her to the Ents family, and now it's time to see what we can come up with. And I think this is really fun now, to play in this space. So I'm just, all I'm doing is just practicing what I'm talking about on this channel, and I'm seeing these amazing things happen. These, who didn't? I'm still a little bit blown away that she has this like she went through an entire course at a very prestigious university and business school. And not only did she do that, but she got chosen as one of the few people to get this add-on set of grad students pushing on it. And now it's all packaged and beautiful. And so she just sent me the files. I'm going to dig into it very soon. Anyway, so I just thought it was really cool. And we will end the post there. So the last little piece there is we will see how the timing goes. With that, I hope that you like what you hear. I hope that I'm providing some good content. Let me know. Comment down below. Subscribe. Tell me about your journey, about your path, your questions, your challenges. I'd love to help solve problems. I'm really good at that, I find. So let me help you. Let's see. There are some good motivational videos linked down in the description. Check those out. Those really got me on this path for 2018. I'm psyched about it. And then I've also linked a bunch of awesome music, some psychedelic ambient, plenty there. DJ Tasha Blank, I'm just completely into her right now. Love the tribal stuff, so check her out. A lot of free stuff on SoundCloud, and the psychedelic ambient stuff. It's this guy's website, and so there's a whole bunch of MP3s that you can download, like entire DJ sets, like dozens of them. So very cool stuff. And then, of course, there are the beats in the background. That's G Money, my alter ego. I've been drumming for a few decades. I write these drum songs. So check those out. There's plenty of, not plenty, well, maybe one album's worth on SoundCloud, so you can listen to it for free. Check that out if you like it. And that's about it. So, burning on the back end here. Gonna hit the sax soon. I gotta do a little bit of work before bedtime, but we'll knock that out. So get some good rest up, so that way tomorrow morning or tomorrow you can go out and inspire someone and just do some great things. So I'll see you in the morning.